You might have heard some Jamaicans calling Africa or homeland. Our most famed national hero, Marcus Garvey, through the UNIA, pushed to support the Back to Africa movement and created the Black Star Line to act as the black-owned passenger line that would carry patrons back and forth to Africa. Africa is where many of our ancestors are from. They were, of course, brought here by force through slavery, and that in itself is a brutal part of our history which we will explore in another video. Now, this video is a continuation of our series Out of Many One People, where we speak to the Africans who came. So, let's get into it. According to research, the first Africans arrived in Jamaica in 1513 as servants to the Spanish settlers. These Africans were freed by the Spanish when the English captured the island in 1655. They immediately fled to the mountains where they fought to retain their freedom and became the first Maroons. For those who need a refresher, the Spanish were the first to colonize Jamaica. It was called Jamaica at the time, and the indigenous group called the Taínos or Arawaks live here. Christopher Columbus' arrival to Jamaica in 1494 disrupted the Taínos' life and brought diseases and destruction, almost causing the Taínos to be wiped from Jamaicans' bloodline. The Spanish, as we mentioned, had some African slaves who became the first Maroons. But it was the British who fought the Spanish to get Jamaica as one of their colonies, brought the most Africans through the transatlantic slave trade. Sadly, the slave trade was facilitated by Africans abducting other Africans. The abducted or captured were then placed in trading posts or forts to await the 6 to 12-week Middle Passage travel between Africa and the Americas. And that's something we will explore in another video. Now note, the slave trade was abolished in 1807. By then, almost 2 million slaves were traded to Jamaica. So almost 2 million African slaves were traded to Jamaica. So you see why Jamaicans are 90% African descendants. But who were the Africans who came to Jamaica? Where them come from? What culture, language, practices they brought with them? And which country or countries in Africa should Jamaicans call home? Now, we often see Africa as a collective, but it is such a unique continent. Africa is the world's second largest and second most populous continent after Asia in both aspects. Over 50 countries with about 3,000 tribes and 2,000 languages and dialects. The cultures of Africa are multi-layered and multifaceted with a complex history. So it's crucial we know more about the countries, tribes, and cultures and not just use a blanket statement that we are from Africa. There's just so much more to know. Now, as it relates to where in Africa our African ancestors are from, research shows most Jamaican slaves came from the region of modern-day Ghana, Nigeria, and Central Africa, and included the Akan, Ashanti, Yoruba, Igbo people, and more. It is stated that majority of the Africans brought here were Akan people. Now, the Akan people are a group living primarily in present-day Ghana and in parts of Ivory Coast and Togo in West Africa. The Akan includes subgroups such as Ashanti, Fante, Bono, Agona, and more. Our next video in this series will look into the people and the culture of the Akan, which is said to be one of the largest ethnic groups in Ghana and the Ivory Coast. So, watch out for part 2. This is just a short introduction to what's coming in this series. Let us know that you like this content by your interactions with this video, whether it's a thumbs up, comment, share, or by subscribing. Also, it's important to us to know that the information we present is easily understood. If it's not, let us know. If it's confusing, let us know. That way we can make adjustments to our scripts. So that's it for now. A short video to introduce you to what's coming next in the Out of Many One People series. Is this something you're looking forward to? Let us know what you know about the Africans who came to Jamaica in the comments. Have a blessed day, everyone, and talk pretty soon.